Depending on who you are and who I am, the worst season has finally fallen upon us.
No, it's not. You're exaggerating.
You can't actually argue with me. I'm in a video. You can't
Fucking
change my
flowers?
mind in this current time
Ever
and
see
space,
the
so
goddamn flowers?
you're just
They're
wrong.
gorgeous.
Spring! Finally, in full effect. We have leaves growing back on trees, which for some reason, white can become green and orange can become magenta. It's a little silly. What's even sillier is the inconsistent rain patterns that happen on a daily basis. Or, well, maybe I'm just exaggerating, but I love it whenever it rains maybe 2 or 3 times a day, just at random for only 10 minutes as the sun is still up. And what makes it even funnier is whenever it doesn't completely get rid of pollen, which is another topic about spring. Mother Nature's way of suffocating its inhabitants, or maybe some of its inhabitants. I never suffer with it. Imagine having allergies. That's silly. You ever had that experience where pollen just falls on your car, and then it rains for maybe, 10 minutes, and then you come back and it's still on your car?
Oh my god.
Sometimes I think bees are federal agents that are just waiting for me to leave my car unattended. All of this is generally inconvenient, but what's most important to fear about spring is that it's only the precursor to what comes next. Summer, where the abominations that are summoned straight from the pits of hell themselves, the harbingers
It's Hardee's,
Dumbass.
harbingers of death over tropical regions, are also the same Amazon drivers of diseases internationally. I am here to warn you about the possible dangers of certain acts of laziness that may lead to the most annoying result of Mother Nature's cycle. Mosquitoes. What are they?
Bugs.
No, but what really are they? Well, according to my Google search that's very last minute, here it's saying that mosquitoes are one of 3,600... Hold on. Wikipedia is not a trusted source. 1 second. Britannica, quote-unquote, trusted source, says that mosquitoes are 1 in 3,500. Wikipedia was 100 off. Well, shit. Apparently, they are one of 3,500 species of a family called the Cucicadae, the Culicicade, the Culicadae, Culicida.
Culicity.
Anyways, here in Britannica is where I really don't trust it, where it says they are important to public health. I don't believe them. But what I do believe is that mosquitoes apparently can transfer yellow fever, Zika, malaria, filariasis,
Filariasis.
and dengue. Dengue, in its most mild form, is usually just muscle and joint pain, migraines, pain behind the eyes, that sort of deal. It usually maybe lasts a week on average. Although, if dengue gets really severe, you start having internal bleeding, you can have cases of shock, and there have been cases where people just die. So, dengue can be passed in 3 different ways, although 2 are more rare than the other. One is through childbirth. Another is from organ transplant from a donor who has dengue fever, which usually doesn't normally happen, but it's possible. And the third and last, which is the most common one, is from mosquitoes. When it comes to viruses, mosquitoes, unless certain circumstances are met where the parent has dengue, mosquitoes are not initially born with viruses. Usually how mosquitoes catch a virus is by feeding off of someone who has the virus. The virus will take maybe, a week to fester inside of them before traveling into their salivary gland, and from then on, they now are a monkey with a machine gun. When a full-grown mosquito is finished feeding, they lay their eggs above water sources like bird baths, buckets, tires with water in them, all types of stuff. And fun fact, there was someone who was crazy enough to go out of their way to figure out how long eggs could survive from drying out, and the amount was 8 months. Back to the main subject though. Whenever these eggs hatch, what comes out are larvae, and because of gravity, these larvae usually fall inside of the water source that they were planted above. And they will now feed off of microorganisms inside of the water source, and they are now considered aquatic creatures. These aquatic creatures will live like larvae for 4 to 14 days. It all depends on how much food they have and the temperature of the water that they're in. But after those days have passed, they will then metamorphosize. They will go through metamorphosis into what's called a pupa. It's a cocoon. They will be in that cocoon for, on average, they're usually in the cocoon for like 2 days. After those 2 days, they're then released from their shackles to be a public menace. If you, so far, haven't been able to If you so far have not picked up on what I've put down, you probably do not want to have any water sources open to your front or backyard, anywhere near your house. Although, I can't guarantee that it'll completely protect you, because, neighbors, stuff, wildlife, depending on where you live, and, well, where I live. 2 optional methods that I can offer you. One is bug spray. Another is a fly net. And, well, the very honorable mention for this would be, well, if you're from Florida, you could always arm yourself. But that's all I got. Thank you.